Hi, Divine Rebels, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings here. Welcome back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love you show on the channel. We are going to be doing a reading that is for business or pleasure. So I've done this before, and like most of my readings, I have all these little series that I like to revisit and go back to. And so this will be little cards about finances and career, and a couple of cards about that love life, pleasurable life. So we have four options here. We have this shell with the pink. We have the whole shell. It's double-sided. Oh, it's cute, huh? We have the shell with the tan on it, and then we have the ocean rock here. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I will put that this is 18 and plus because some of the cards have some explicit on them. And so that'll be on there. All right, just so you know. All right, so here we go. We're going to get into the cards here. A little quick read. Business and pleasure check-in. Let me know your feedback on the styles of readings that you like most. I'm going to try to do a mix of ones that are quick reads and ones that are the long in-depth reads. So here we go. Number 1. You have Windfall of Abundance, okay? And this card really comes through. Like, I get to know my decks and work with them, and some of them, you know, when you get certain cards that they mean it and they're not playing. So you truly will be getting some financial aid coming into you, for you. And the Sun card, yes! So you have good news on the business front. It says, an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Yes, so then we have the Sun card here, and that's just supporting that also. And I like this one is from the After Tarot. So here we see the back side of this where you are writing into the yes, writing into your opportunities and believing them. And you know, we have a childlike energy here. We have Santa Claus and the child, we have the mother deer and the baby deer. So really trust that your resources are going to be met. Oh, we have a little white bunny. That's always significant for me because I had one that passed that comes in guides and it's very sweet. So these are all very positive signs. And apples have been a thing today. I watched a pick a card and they said, watch out for the significance of apples, and when you see them coming up, they represent a gift or abundance and good things coming in. And so I can pass along that message to you. You have your own apples there coming in. How about them apples? Okay, very exciting. Now for pleasure, what's going on in that love life and that sensual life? We have the Devil. All right, look, you're still doing well, even though you're a little naughty. Naughty and nice with the Santa Claus there. The Devil card. And you got friendship with the freckles. I guess that's what they call them, the sprinkles. Let's see what this card says. This is a card of friendship. Deep soul connections await. An old friendship may take on a new meaning. Okay. I should think so with that card. All right. A long-standing relationship may rise to an elevated level of trust and a deeper bond. So yes, if you are ready to move into the Devil energy, so there's two ways that we can go into the Devil card. We can rush into it because it's a toxic relationship, and that's one way we get there. Or with enlightenment, we can go with our partner into areas that we're afraid of and that are taboo and learn to claim ourselves and release ourselves of our inhibitions. And this is what this reading is suggesting. So some of you might have some fulfilling, passionate encounters with friends, with people that you feel safe, and discover that actually works for you to work out some kinks, okay? A card that suggests partnership, be it on a romantic, business, or friendship level. Remain open to new opportunities emerging from friendships, new and old. Keep your eyes and heart open as you take on new partnerships. Remain vigilant and total trust that all will be well. I am always open to new opportunities coming my way. I develop strong partnerships with those that are close to me, and I trust in the process of where they will lead me. Okay, you might be discovering some little freckles on a friend that you never saw before, okay? So I definitely think there is someone near you who would like to get a little closer, and it looks like it's some of you have Aquarius in your chart or Capricorn, and people can see that as, oh, well, you're so detached and you don't want commitment, and it's not that. It's just you want to have some friendship and some separation that allows you to grow and have space within a relationship and a partnership. So it looks like that energy is coming in for you, and it's letting you know that you're not going to be, punished financially or in your security or anything, or like be a bad person because you want to explore aspects of your sensuality or indulge a little bit more in pleasurable things in your personal life. Okay, so you have wonderful energy. I hope you like this reading. Let me know how it resonates for you, and I will talk to you soon on another one. Right, DJ Khaled over here with these pick a cards. For those of you who chose number 2, we have the whole card, and it has some sand on the bottom too, so a little sand in the crevices, and I love that. It's so cute. Okay, let's see the business of it. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. And I'm hearing audible. So one, some of you might be going to sleep listening audibly to something or using the app Audible. To messages of abundance. I do say I would give a little caution, especially if you guys are learning your gifts. Really listen to your intuition when you are doing any of the subliminal videos. It's a wonderful technique. However, you never know what people are subliminally putting in their videos, and I've psychically got that hit on certain channels that they are, programming you also to get to use their services or things like that. So I need to put that out there. But doing things like that can be very good for you before you go to sleep. So this is something I've always said, and I use this in school, and I was in all honors classes and everything. Before you go to bed is actually a good time to cram for a test or something. Before you go to sleep, or as you go to sleep, your brain takes all the stuff you're thinking of and puts it into long-term memory, which is why it's a horrible idea to think about your ex before you go to bed. It's a horrible idea to think of your problems. It's a wonderful idea to think of stuff that you want to remember or reprogram yourself with. And so with dreams of abundance, set your mind before you go to sleep to think of the abundance that you need, to dream up the energy field of yourself achieving in your business and succeeding in your career. And you are going to be given tips and solutions and ideas and connections in the spiritual realm. Also, in the dream time is a great place to advertise. Go on the astral level, in the astral realm, put out your advertisements to call in the spirits, other people that you need. And again, these are these things that I know, and then I'll forget. Sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, why didn't I do that? And then you do it, and boom, your event's a success. So use that spiritual energy to call in the vibration of the type of clients, the type of abundance, the type of business partners and alliances and opportunities that you want, because a lot of it is occurring. So it's okay to rest. You don't need to sleep when you're dead. You need to get your rest now because you know how to do it abundantly. Now we also have the Lovers reversed. And okay, so some of you, that's exactly why you haven't been having good partnerships in business, or you need some of you, I'm feeling like you're wondering, you're on the fence, is this a good partnership? Can I trust this person in business? No. So trust your dreams, trust what is coming up for you and what's being revealed. Check things out on the astral realm. I have kind of 2 rooms set up in my astral energy because I'm a Pisces and I'm, very nebulous in my energy. And sometimes it's hard for me to, once you open the door to someone, you know how it is when you're sensitive and spiritual, you don't want to think the worst of your friends or close people out. So I have set up rooms in my energy field where I'll go in and I'll say all my supporters are in this room, and all those who don't have my best interests are in this room, and that will help reveal things to me. And for me, it makes me have a way that I can kind of review that and get my spiritual guides advice and look at it in a different way. So I'm seeing a lot of spiritual work like that for you guys, checking in with your higher self and reviewing people in the spiritual realm to see their intentions coming towards you and if they are actually bringing good towards you or not. So I would let go if you've had any hang-ups about a certain person that you were going to connect with, if you were going to do a business merger or mixer or something, and that was your question coming to this, I would say no, but continue to trust that there are the right people that are going to come in to connect with. I also do not think it's a good time for you to merge business with your partner, your romantic partner. Keep that separate for now, okay? All right, for the pleasure side of things, we have, They said take the competition to the bedroom. Do the business when you're doing the business. It's the only place you need to do business with your partner, okay? Because there's a lot of tensions and frictions and upsets. You guys might need to make up, because there could be some breaking up and making up going on, some ego issues. We have Saturn and Leo. Some of you just want to go and have multiple people involved, and you're just sick of this triangle energy or whatever that's going on, and that's how you're going to resolve it, I guess. But yes, the energy is make up with your partner, or release frustrations. A lot of frustrations that you're having, if you're being short-tempered, if you're being jealous, if you're being catty about things, you're being domineering and egoic, even if it's low-key to yourself, it's saying that you need to release some sexual steam. You need to indulge in pleasures a bit more and be focus more on how can you be responsible for your own pleasure and bringing pleasure into your own life, versus hating everyone else who is having pleasure in theirs and kind of living in their sensual energy. And we have caramel chocolate. That is charm, okay? Time to have a little charm. This card signifies a time to practice the art of smooth talking, all right? Because there might be some kind of aggressive fights and things that have been happening, and it's like, try doing some smooth talking. If you need to win a situation over, and some of you definitely do, only your charm can ooze out the appeal that is needed to get you what you want. Loosen up. Avoid being so rigid and inflexible. Learn to communicate and let your intentions be known. Welcome fluidity. Listen to the flow. Let your feelings flow. Take a writing class or join a debate team. So this talked about journaling your intentions and wants and desires as well. You need to demonstrate poise and charm at this time. And it's talking about a debate team. So some of you are, really being triggered to be jealous right now. And it's like, act attached, go smooth on it, right? So instead of going so Aries on it, go a little Libra on it. And, pretend that, fake it till you make it if you got to, because some of you are just being easily triggered by feeling, and I think a lot of it is feeling that you can't get ahead, because that's when Aries gets frustrated, is when they feel there's blockages, or they're not getting what they want, or they're not number one. But I think there's a lot of bleed over in how you're acting in your sexual and romantic life, and and what you're frustrated with in your business life. Life is flowing with rich abundance. Communication is key. All right, so that is your little inside tidbit here for business and pleasure. Let me know if you like this setup and this style of reading. Little quick read here, and comment down below, and I will talk to you soon. Yes, so moving on to number 3. Number 333. I think there's like some kids playing basketball or something in their house upstairs, so if you can hear that, well, I guess you can hear it. Number 3, the little brown seashell here. Business, clean energy food, okay? Some of you are spending a shit ton of money on food. Either you are ordering out too much and they're like, you need to eat more clean. You need to go back to basic ingredients, save your money. And some of you are using the excuse of eating healthy to waste way too much money on food right now. So it says, when you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. So I know, like, I've worked in the call center before, I've worked in executive offices, and people will use the excuse of being in business to eat really shitty. And some of you guys are doing that. You're like, well, I have to have this Starbucks that makes me crash in an hour because it's awful with all these syrups and stuff. I have to have this caffeine. Oh, well, I just have to, I'm working today, so I'm just going to go and spend this $20 on lunch. Or, it's affecting your business, your health, and your food, your eating habits are very affected to how you are operating within business. And if your business is being such that it is negatively affecting your health, then it lets you know that vibration isn't where it should be. So when you are in a good mode for business, truly, and really getting ahead, mind, body, and soul, your health should fall in line, and you should have opportunities to have good, clean, healthy energy and eating and things of that nature. So they're wanting you to be more harmonious with that and not neglect it, or tell yourself, oh, it's because I'm being so boss right now that I have to live on wake up pills and coffee, because that's not living your best life. And it's gonna make, eventually you'll crash. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you are, that you're not eating right, and that it's affecting your business, and that your energy is up and down and crazy and all over the place, but you are really neglecting to address it, and you're just trying to get away with it as long as you can, and I see it catching up. Now, some of you are right now feeling very overwhelmed with the results of having treated your body and your eating habits very negatively for a long time. Let's see. We do have apples there, though. So I said earlier, I had a pick a card reading that said apples are a good symbol whenever I see them today. So I'm passing that message to you. And they said pay attention to the way the apple looks and where it comes up. And it's supposed to represent a gift and abundance. So this is a gift today to remind you. Some of you need to go to the doctor. And if that means having to take sick time off, or to take a time off when you don't have a sick day, you need to go and see that. Maybe even invest in yourself to get a dietitian, and this is going to help you in your business. So I'm thinking, I remember Avril Lavigne, when all of a sudden she came out and she was being like really nice, and she was all flowsy, and her whole look and style changed. And I remember this interview with her, and she was saying that, basically she got tired, like she knew everyone thought she was like a bitch, and she was like, she got tired of feeling like that, and she actually had someone come in that helped her revamp her eating, and then like amazed to find out that her whole entire mood like changed, like her whole mentality changed, because she didn't feel like shit anymore. And so, and I can attest to that too. And it can be frustrating because, first of all, some of us don't have areas that have grocery stores in them. All we have is liquor stores in the neighborhood or whatever. It can be, certain areas or cities or parts of the country have more accessibility. I totally get that. But this can say, go back to basics, go back to just making your things, snacking on apples, you drinking water, doing things like that, and finding ways to have natural energy sources and nutrition. Yes, your body's going to freak out at first and be like, no, we don't wanna. But then it's going to rejuvenate you. And some of you aren't doing it because you feel like, well, it's too late. I already look old. My body's already tore up. And it's like, no, look, the kitty cat's there, 9 lives. So do it now while you can, because what you don't want to do is cut your business life short and not be able to eventually put in the work you want because you are exhausted, because your health really deteriorates. And also the money that you're investing in all of this junk food or in crazy diet plan things that aren't really helping you, that you could be doing in a more efficient way, you could be using to put marketing out, to reinvest in your business and get, better things going in that case. All right. Now for pleasure, what do we have for pleasure? We have the Tower. Okay. And this reminds me of Hogwarts right there. Let's see. And we have bitter. Okay. Worry. Bitter chocolate. So a lot of you, yes, I feel like this ties together because it's bitter chocolate. A lot of you maybe need to look into Ayurveda, which is like a natural eating system that teaches you, or just look into the balance of having the alkaline versus acidity in your body. So you want to have good, like for instance, citrus fruit is acidic outside of our body, but when we take it in, it's alkaline. It helps to balance our pH. That's why pineapple makes your body smell good. Lemon cleanses your body. Meat, on the other hand, is alkaline outside of the body, but when you eat it, it becomes very acidic. So knowing things like that, I feel like it's time to do that. It's like from the ground up, from the bottom of your structure up, because it's affecting your whole life, basically, your business and your pleasure. There's a lot of irritability and bitterness and worry and frustration that you're having, and you might think that maybe you're like, you can't have a good sexual life because you're like, man, I'm worried about my finances and my business. And then you're frustrated during work because you wish your romantic life and your sexual life was better, and your body just feels so frustrated. And so this is like, well, get that in order, and you'll see that things aren't, even if you're going through tough times, like you're not as horrible as a person as you feel like sometimes. It's really just that your body feels really shitty right now, and it needs some better energy to it, and it needs to kind of be rebuilt. I definitely do see you guys needing to have sexual release. So take care of that how you can in a good consenting way or with yourself, but you need to allow yourself that. And some of you have just been too closed down to even go there. But it's like, no, you need to, like, literally the cards are saying right now, you need to get laid, okay? Or you need to take care of that yourself, okay? Bitter chocolate. This can symbolize anxiety and fear. You may be feeling that your life would be somehow bigger or better than it is, but in truth, it is important to remember that it's the ordinary things that tend to bring the most comfort. Take a deeper look at what is worrying you and stop blaming others or situations for how you feel. Focus on your breathing to achieve a sense of calm. Surrender, forgive, accept, and relax. I take pleasure in the simple things in life. Getting back to basics, all right? So, yeah, the simpler things, doing all this crazy, this and that, that's not really where it's at for you. The truth of the matter when the tower hits is that we want to be cared for. We want to be nurtured. We want to know that we're safe and secure. And that's what you need to offer for yourself before you can demand it of a partner. And that is the goals that you should be focusing on with your partner, if you do have a partner, is to go back to feeling emotionally stable and safe and secure in things is what it's suggesting, okay? And that's what's going to make you rock it off, okay? So that is your reading. Comment down below if you like this style of reading and how it resonates with you, and I will talk to you soon. Number 4, those of you who chose the ocean rock, this has such good energy. It's so smooth. Like, you can just feel that cool ocean water in it all the time. So I'm like, which side? I just want to look at all of it, to be honest. Okay. Let's see what we got for number 4. Is for business. Successful funding. Okay, your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. That's brilliant. That's freaking brilliant. Okay, and then we have the Empress reverse. So some of you, yeah, you feel this energy reminds me of like when there's like a mom at home who then creates something very inventive, and she's actually like a business genius, like financial whiz, and very just has a lot of ingenuity and gets the funding that she finally needs, like Jessica Alba with Honest Company, right? Nobody wanted to fund her for a long time. They weren't interested at all, and now it's $1 billion company, all based on the things that she was interested on and her concepts for her family. So this is saying don't lose your roots and who you are and the things that you want to nurture and care about. Some of you are ready to give in, and from back here when I lean back, that reminds me of the finish line, the racing sign. So don't give up before like the cows come home, before the cash comes in, because you're very, very close and you're getting frustrated and you're feeling like a lot of you have other dependents, or you're feeling like that you're too young and you don't know how to do it yourself and it's just overwhelming. And this is saying no, like you own that. Okay, there are so many I'm seeing that you need to have positive visuals. So on Instagram and stuff, utilize those resources to put young, successful people, or people, moms that are successful, or whatever your demographic is, that you are concerned about. Find people who have that same demographic that are doing it so that you can see their messages and see them thriving. I know there's this one young lady named Essence who's out there making like organic natural perfumes and selling it to her peers, and it has a business. There's so many people out here thriving and learning how to get rid of this fear and to work the system to get what they need, or to do crowdfunding. So trust yourself, and I feel like you need to put yourself out there more. You're kind of hiding who you are and hiding your projects, and they are drying up just when the pipeline wants to come in to help feed them and fuel them. So you don't want to quit before the finish line, all right? So this is your encouragement to move forward. And even if somebody that had really supported the project backs out, or you have creative differences, some of you maybe you've had to move out from home, and somebody that used to believe in you and was kind of waiting things out with you isn't believing in you anymore. This is saying like the spirit still believes in you. Believe in yourself, take up that mantle, and like this is the marathon continues, right? So move forward. All right, so on the pleasure side of things, what do we have? We have the 4 of Swords here. And we have free spirit, organic chocolate. Let's see what it says. Embrace the wild, free-natured, hippie side of yourself and indulge in something decadent and delicious. Organic chocolate, it embodies the essence of lovers, not the fighters, the peacemakers, the flower children, and the free spirits. Maybe it's time to take off your clothes and dance naked in the rain. Let down your hair, walk barefoot through the grass, or wear rainbow colors and flowers in your hair. They really are going for it, huh? Let your spirit run free and remove all sense of restriction from your life. I rejoice in the freedom life has given me, or the freedom you claim for yourself. This is Jupiter in Libra. This feeling is actually reminding me of the movie Amelie. If you've seen it, it's like a French movie. And what's her name? Tattoo? Audrey. She's the cute little actress, and she's so quirky and everything. Like, she just, it's one of those movies, like kind of indie movies, very, you know, cult fan people group that follow it. But it's a very colorful movie from this very eccentric person who has her own way of looking at the world and thinking about the world. And so I feel like that is your energy and your vibe. And so it's like, don't get discouraged. Some of you are in the arts or do something creative, and that's what you want to put forward. You might have something that's extremely unique or extremely like kind of radical in the way that it's caring about the earth, or it's you know, it's just very free, like from kind of like now. So it's like that energy is picking up now, where people are more supportive of things that don't have toxins in them and that are free of all the negative dramas of things we don't want in our products. So this is encouraging you to move forward with that and to keep like your peace of mind and keep being you and enjoy. Like, this was reminding me of that, like singing in the rain, dancing in the rain, like you are just your own person. Now some of you might want to be on film a little bit. You're being a little free-spirited, you're being out in the open, you might want to do things outdoors when we're talking about sensual pleasures. There's a lot of different experimenting, but I feel like it's time to just let your random side out. And maybe you haven't let your new partners know just how much of, you know, a hippie you are or just how spiritual and kind of out there you are. But I feel like that's something that it's good to kind of put on record and just experience things in that level, in that zone. And the Four of Swords talks about rest, relaxation. This is definitely Netflix and chill kind of vibe, but it's like artsy, classy Netflix and chill with a little bit of eccentric and personal weirdness on the side. So I hope that you like this reading. Let me know how you like these little snapshot business and pleasure readings. I hope you enjoy them. They're fun to do, and I will talk to you soon.